What is up, everybody? It is time, as Kevin Green once said, it is time for some Cheesehead TV live Packers trivia. I'm Aaron Nagler here with Perri Goldstein. Perri, how the hell are you?
You gotta start choosing new questions for me.
Nah. It's a classic. It's a comfort food for people at home who expect the same
Uh-huh.
intro every day. Like they just wait for the moment when Aaron asks
People want
Perri,
some
"How the hell
consistency
are you?"
these days, that's fine.
The
I'm
questions
doing
change every day.
great. My day is over, had a very long work day somehow. Somehow still
That's good.
busy, but I'm not complaining about it.
Yeah, I feel you. I was the same way. My the live X does not stop for no man, especially Corey Banky when he's on a
Corey
mission. So
Bank
I
got you
hear you.
working.
He does. He does have me
Keep
working.
it keep it up,
What's up?
Corey.
What's up, everybody in the comment section here? Everybody talking all of this hate on Rodgers all decade team makes me laugh. Joseph, what did you think about that, Perri? Because Joseph brings up an interesting point. I saw people upset that he wasn't a unanimous selection. I saw Packers fans, supposed Packers fans, saying he shouldn't have been on the team at all. Well, what was your take there?
I think people find any reason to be upset about anything these days, so people are dumb. But obviously, he deserves to be on the all-decade team. He's one of the best generational talents that we've seen. The only argument that I can understand is the forgetting of Drew Brees, but they only had to pick. They had two choices.
They
They had
only can do
two.
two, but that's my point.
They had
It's not a
two.
forgetting of Drew Brees. It's just Brady and
No,
Rodgers are better. This isn't
if
tough, you know?
yeah, Drew Brees is so amazing.
Right.
Everyone's like, "Oh, he
And
has more records," and I'm like, "Well, Rodgers has plenty of records in the book also, so."
yeah, exactly. And I think the other thing that everyone kind of discounts is like, yes, Breeze is amazing and it has been consistent. And I think that's what a lot of people cite, right? His
Yeah.
consistency, putting up numbers year after year. He didn't hate his head coach and play caller. He didn't have a contentious relationship with the guy
Okay, well,
designing
people
the
forget
offense.
about Sean Payton's 7 and 9 seasons with Breeze, conveniently.
But but the pushback there is, but they still scored a lot of points and they still put up a ton of offensive numbers while they were, so they just had terrible defenses. That's why,
Defense.
mostly why they went 7-9. But it's like Aaron Rodgers, I think in most critics' eyes, is very much a victim of recency bias because of some not great statistical years the last couple years.
Yeah, but
Compared
his
to
not great years are still better
exactly,
than most
I
quarterbacks.
agree. Very much agree. But I do think
If
that's where the critics kind of fall. You know, they see that and they see that it's not at the level that Breeze is usually at, and
people
that's
also love to listen to the media and they mimic their opinions off of what other people say, and some people out in the media love to hate on Rodgers for some reason, and so
yeah,
he gets a little bit of an unfair shot,
yeah.
I
I
think.
agree with that. I agree with that. You know what? You know who doesn't get an unfair shot is the people in the comments ready to play some trivia because it is time. You ready, Perry?
It is time. Oh, yeah.
Let's do it. Hit it, Walt. What's up, everyone? It is time for Cheesehead TV's live trivia game. We're doing it each and every day we can, anyway. While basically the world is shut down. So why not play some Packers trivia? And Perri, why don't you tell the folks at home how the game is played?
Okay, so we're gonna give you 10 questions. You have 30 seconds to answer the question, but the faster you do, the more likely you are to be in the lead. Time is money, people. Please don't forget to use a hashtag before your answer, because if you forget the hashtag, it's not going to count. It's not a right answer. If it's 2 words, you just need to hashtag the first word, and we'll show you the leaderboard after a few questions, show you the top 5 after every question, and it's going to be fun.
Absolutely. And to echo and or add on to something that Perri just discussed and something we saw in the comment section before we went live, if there are numbers, say, and a lot of times there are questions that involve years, like the year 1919, 1924, 1987. The hashtag grabbed by YouTube's API is the entirety of the year. So even though you're hashtagging the number 1 at the beginning of each of those answers, it will grab the correct answer. So if the correct answer is 1919, the computer is grabbing hashtag 1919, not just hashtag 1. Just so we're all clear, there aren't any
Good distinction.
complaints. I'm just letting people know. So yeah, let's do it. Let's kick off. Perri, why don't you start us off with question number 1?
Okay. What is the Packers' all-time win percentage in the NFL? Is it 51.4%, 56.7%, 65.6%, or 67.5%?
I knew this one off the top of my head.
Notice how they're all above 50 because the Packers are amazing.
That is correct. That is correct. This ain't the Browns you're cheering for, people. It's the Green Bay Packers.
Sorry,
these
Mark
choices.
Loney.
Oh, dang, yeah. Hey, speaking of Mark Loney, his lovely wife will be joining us tomorrow, as you will be unavailable.
Yes, she will.
So get your Maggie Loney fix tomorrow here at Cheesehead TV. And then the fix of Packs What She Said later in the week.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a fun one.
All right, Walsh, we ready? All right. I'd love to tell you the answer. It is 56.7%. And if I could get my script to load, I'd tell you all about it. But unfortunately, it won't, because live show creators' connection is under some kind of attack. That's a note to our producer. But yes, 56.7%. So that's pretty damn good, considering they've played 1 billion games since coming into the league.
And they're only second to the Dallas Cowboys at 57.3%.
There you go. There you are. All right. Let's see who got that one. Nick Walsh. Your girl Gretchen. And then Brandy, Brandon, Joe, and Josh. Look at this. That's a strong group. I love that only 0.4 seconds differentiates first and second place. That's pretty amazing. All right. Let's go on to question number 2. How many playoff appearances do the Packers have? 29, 30, 32, or 36? How many playoff appearances do the Packers have? That's a really good question. See, you can always tell when Perri's done the questions because they're good. When I do the questions,
not true.
Not so much. Hold on. I got to find your email with all your fun stuff in it. Because
that's what I'm going off of right now.
Yeah, my script is just not available, which is kind of weird. Oh, there we go. Look at that. All right, Walsh. Did anybody get it? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Anticipation is killing me.
Remember those 2 years without the playoffs? Let's never do that again.
Awful. Okay, the answer is 32. 32 playoff appearances by the Packers, including a franchise record 8 straight from 2009 to 2016. That's tied with the Cowboys and the Giants for the most postseason berths in NFL history. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I love it. All right, Walsh, who got that one?
Big B.
Big B. Is that Big Bird? I like it. Brandon, Tyler, Andrew, Tom Richmond coming in 5th. That's another strong group. Mixing it up, I see this time. Very fast and very different from the first group. So one would think that top 10 leaderboard is a good mix. What do we got, Walsh? There we go. Look at these fine folks.
Love it.
And Josh, Joe. Cody's here. What's up, Cody? How you doing? And look at these fine folks. I like it. All right. Let's move on to question number 3. How many head coaches have the Packers had in their history? 11, 14, 15, or 18? How many head coaches have the Packers had in their history? We're lucky we don't cheer for the Washington team because that would be like 1 million.
I was going to say there are definitely some teams where they might be double this or more.
Yeah, easily. Unless, I think the team that really probably takes the cake as far as having the fewest, back in the day it would have been the Cowboys, but now it's probably the Steelers. and they stick with people for. I think they've had 3 coaches in my lifetime. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Packers have had
a few since you've been alive. A few. 4 since you've been alive? I love it.
The answer is...
There you go.
15, because we just got our 15th head coach this past season in Matt LaFleur. Before him was... Do I need to list them all? All right, I will.
Yeah, you wrote it out. You better list it.
I did. All right, it was Curly Lambeau, Gene Ronzani, Leslie Blackburn, Ray Scooter McLean, Lombardi, Phil Bankston, Dan Devine, Bart Starr, Forrest Gregg, which I think is my favorite name of the whole bunch, Lindy Infante, Mike Holmgren, Ray Rhodes, Mike Sherman, and of course, Mike McCarthy.
Of course, Mike McCarthy. Now, the head coach of the hated Dallas Cowboys. So wait, which of these coaches was your first? Do you remember?
That I remember?
Like, was it Holmgren?
Well, yeah, I was alive for Holmgren. I don't remember him.
You don't remember him. You don't remember Ray Rhodes. So it's got to be Mike Sherman, right?
Sherman. And of course, I mean, most of my memory of watching the Packers is Mike McCarthy, which is why the 2018 season was really
wild. That is wild. That's crazy. All right, let's see who got it. Let's see that top 5. Brandon coming in strong. Nate, Tyler, Dan, and Jimmy. That is a strong top 5, gentlemen. Let's see how that affected the top 10, shall we? See how we're doing here.
Brandon's still in first.
But look at that. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people who've gotten all 3 correct so far. Pretty impressive. All right. Let's move on to question number 4. How many wins did Lambeau get as Packers head coach? How many wins did Curly Lambeau get as Packers head coach? 121, 179, 209, or 212? How many wins did Lambeau get as Packers head coach?
A lot of wins.
You went deep on the numbers today. You just went all about the numbers. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Keeping it in theme.
Very true. Very good. I like it.
What you drinking over there?
Start reading all the questions. All the questions are going to be read in a Bane voice. How many wins did Lambeau get as Packers head coach?
Yeah, maybe not.
I think it's good. What are you talking about? Maybe not.
Corey Banky, can we get an opinion?
No, Corey doesn't care. All right, and of course, hit it.
209 wins by Lambeau as the Packers head coach, the most in franchise history.
I mean, it helps that he coached for 1 billion years.
3 decades, yeah.
Build up the win column, but yeah, Lambeau doing the do, as it were, doing the dirty work. Walsh, let's see how people did. Who got our top 5 here? Ooh, new number 1 there. Very nice.
Love it.
And some familiar. Jesse coming in at number 5. There we go. How does that affect the leaderboard? Let's see how people are doing. Brandon holding the top spot though. Wasn't it? So we've dropped off. We only got 2 people who've gotten all the questions correct. That's pretty good. All right, let's move on to the next question, which is, how many Packers players have won an NFL MVP award? How many Packers players have won an NFL MVP award? 4, 6, 10, or 13? 4, 6, 10, or 13? Again, we're lucky we don't cheer for the Texans or something. It'd be like 0.
Yeah.
1.
And this is individual players as the number, not the amount of times a player could have potentially won.
No. Packers players have won an NFL MVP.
Just clarifying.
Very clear here. Let the complainers complain. You're doing a great job. You're doing really well.
I'm just looking out for your DMs, all right?
Yeah, I feel you. Oh my God, I gotta do that. Speaking of, oh, daddy. Yeah, it was good.
The answer is 6. 6 players won the NFL MVP award while playing for the Packers. Don Hutson won 2. Paul Hornung won 1. Hornung. Sorry, I can't even read my own answer.
Horning. We got to work on your pronunciations.
You know what? When I send these to you, why don't you warn me? Jim Taylor,
I just think like
Bart
everybody
Starr,
knows
Barv, who won 3, of course, and Aaron, who won 2.
Favre, yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, it's
first
one
jersey
thing.
I ever owned.
I guess Dan Devine was understandable, and I allowed that to stand. But Hornung, really?
There are some older players that I've never heard of, okay? So cut me a break.
Your father would be very disappointed. In fact, I bet he's watching right now, and I'm sure
he's definitely not.
Definitely disappointed.
Okay, sorry, Dad.
Oh, so it was 6, huh? Interesting. 6. Who got that, Walsh? Who got it?
The real DK.
In 0.2 seconds.
So did Ann. That's crazy.
Look at that. Woo! There we go. 0.2 seconds, tying at the top.
People came to play today.
Came to play. And just so you know, when you are kind of slicing the thinness of the numbers there, if we were able to, we would show 0.00.2134566. Then the numbers obviously continue up from there. We're just keeping it truncated for visualization's sake. That's some hotness. Woo. All right, let's go on to the next question. Hit it, Perry.
Okay. What Packers wide receiver also played defensive back in his professional career? Don Hutson, James Lofton, Carroll Dale, or Sterling Sharp?
Well done. Got all those names right. Good job.
Thank you.
She's so
you told me yesterday to make fun of you more, so here I am.
I know. We'll do it. Oh, no. So Tyler, our social guy, was playing and got his name in the top 5 earlier, and now he says he quit and went back to work.
Quit.
You know,
I quit while I was ahead.
I quit and went home. You know, I think that's pretty much a perfect representation of the CheeseheadTV work ethic right there. Yeah, fine. I'm good.
All right, Aaron, what's the answer?
Obviously, the NFL's first star receiver, Don Hutson, led the league in receptions 8 times, scoring 5 times. He won the NFL's Carr Trophy, then the MVP award, in 1941 and 42. He also recorded 30 interceptions while playing defensive back for the last 6 years of his career and kicked from 1940 to 45. He once scored a league record 29 points in 1 quarter.
That's crazy.
A defensive back, a all-time wide receiver, and a kicker. The man could do it all.
That is a renaissance athletic
forgotten and maligned by the modern media landscape, which is unfortunate. All right, who knew that, Walsh? Let's see what people got here. Green Bay Productions throwing it down. Matt, Josh, Dan, Black Swan. Welcome back, Black Swan. How are you doing? All right, let's see that top 10.
Brandon and Josh.
Brandon and Josh still getting the right answers. They're not answering them the fastest, but they've got the correct answer every single time so far.
I mean, someone can catch them.
Like, someone could catch them with speed and accuracy if they slip up. They got to slip up, though. They keep getting the correct answers. It's going to be hard. All right. On to the next question. Number 7. Which Packers quarterback was the first in the league to throw for more than 1,000 yards in a season? Was it Bart Starr, Arnie Herber, Tobin Rote, or Lynn Dickey? Bart Starr, Arnie Herber, Tobin Rote, or Lynn Dickey? Hey, speaking of those old school teams, check that out. I found that storage bin. That's a 1905 book. Look at that. Come on now.
Love it.
Paul, an action there on the front.
I love how, is that a little Bears player falling down, missing a tackle at the bottom?
Yeah, it's a Bears player trying to tackle him as he runs.
That's great.
A Bears player.
Oh, that's great.
In 1985, the Bears still sucked, people. It's eternal.
The answer is, known as the pioneer of the deep throw in the NFL, Arnie Herber became the first quarterback in league history to throw for more than 1,000 yards in a season. Like LAMBEAU, he also went to high school in Green Bay.
And there you have it. As did Wes Hodkowitz. The more you know. All right,
The more
Wolf.
you know.
Who knew what? Who knew what, and when did they know it? Ooh, Brandon coming back strong. He's like, I'll show you speed. There we go. Francis Matt. Brandy throwing down. There we go. All right, how's that look on the leaderboard? Oh, Josh sticking with it, though. The correct answer. We still got a two-person race there at the top.
Mm-hmm.
We got Calvin just waiting for someone to mess up. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right. Three more questions. Let's keep it rolling there, Perry.
Okay. When did the tradition of wearing a foam cheese hat to a game begin? Was it 1965, 1978, 1987, or 1999?
Tonight I'm gonna party like it's 1999. We're gonna get shut down by YouTube.
Copyright infringement.
That's
say
me.
stop singing, maybe.
Corey hates it when I do that, and that's why I do it, because it's just fun. It's just fun to get him working. It's good. It's good. It's an all-time great song. Come on, how can you not sing it? It's your fault. You use that number, so it's not my problem. You
My
chose
bad.
that featured a possible answer of 1999. Not much more I can say.
What could I have done?
What could you have done? What you can do is tell the people what the answer is.
All right. Fans of the Packers' bitter rivals, the Chicago Bears, have long taunted Packer fans by calling them cheeseheads. So, since they're from Wisconsin, and Wisconsin's known for cheese. So, instead of being insulted, Packers fans owned it and called themselves cheeseheads. And in 1987, a fan wore a foam cheese hat to a game, and a tradition was born.
1987, people. See, that doesn't feel like long ago for me, but I know it was. I know it was.
I just love that the Bears tried to make fun of us, and we were like, nah, we're gonna make this fun.
Nah, it's great. We love it. Cheeseheads? Yep, that works for us.
Sure.
A couple decades later, we'll start a website. Hey, Brandon coming in strong at number 1. 0.3 seconds ahead of Rick. Green Bay Productions there at number 3.
Do you have the answers?
Do I have the answers? Who, Brandon?
No, does he?
Yeah, he probably.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. He probably does. That's how fast he's going. And Bojang. I like it. Okay, so 2 questions to go. Where are we sitting? Oh, still a deadlock at number 1. Calvin's still waiting for someone to mess up. Yeah, that's good. Cody's hanging there tough there, tied for number, basically 3rd place. I like it. Here we go. All right, 2 more questions to go. The next question is, which head coach of the Packers won more than 10 games in his rookie season? Was it Curly Lambeau, Vince Lombardi, Mike McCarthy, or Matt LaFleur? Curly Lambeau, Vince Lombardi, Mike McCarthy, or Matt LaFleur? Matt LaFleur, as it were, to put a little flourish on the pronunciation.
Or was it Matt LaFleur? Did he win 10 games his rookie year?
It's Bane talking about Matt LaFleur, just in case you missed that.
Yeah.
Bane is definitely a Packers.
Yeah, for sure.
I only know one truth. The Bears still suck.
The answer is...
Literally just rolled your eyes. That is unfortunate.
You asked me to make fun of you more yesterday, so here we are. All right. The Packers finished with a 13-3 record in LaFleur's first season as a head coach, and in the process, LaFleur became the first Packers rookie head coach to win not only more than 10 games, but also make the playoffs, win the NFC North, as well as going 6-0 in the division in the process. The 13 wins were the most from a rookie head coach since Jim Harbaugh did it with the 49ers in 2011.
Well, there you be. All right, Walsh, who knew what and when did they know it?
So MLF is a rock
Rick?
star.
Rick Hammond, what's up, Rick? Rick is an OG Packers fan. Great guy. Been a fan / friend of CheeseheadTV forever. Rick, shout out, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Jimmy Johnson, obviously the former coach of the Cowboys, here watching. That's great. Glad. Thanks for participating, Coach. Francis, Andrew, and Gretchen out there, number 5. Where we sit, heading into the home stretch here, Walsh. Whoa! We've got an upset, people. Brandon missed one. Josh, now sole possession of first place. Is that Josh? This is so small on the screen, sorry.
Yes.
All right, there we go. There we go. Ooh. It all comes down to this. Oh, no, did Perri free? Oh, no. Oh, my God.
Just letting
Perri,
Nagler go.
Perri, next time we should just
He's
go.
on one.
And then we just keep going. Matt Mamba's got it.
Nobody cared who I was till I put on the cheese head.
Someone please write in the comments that we're sick of Bane voice.
No, never get sick of the Bane voice. Ever. 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 You're just lucky you don't do watch parties. That's all I do. All right, last question, Perri.
Okay. All right, last one, fun one. What is Aaron Rodgers' favorite movie? Is it Top Gun, Princess Bride, Star Wars, or Godfather?
They're asking for more Bane.
Same.
Please stop.
See, the more you ask me to stop, the more I'm going to do it. You know that's the case.
I'm just egging you on.
Come on. Yeah, right. Oh, my goodness.
Who knows
we
the
all know
answer?
what the best film out of these 4 is, but obviously Aaron Rodgers may have a different opinion. May I just remind everyone that Aaron Rodgers thinks that Back to the Future 3 is the best in the trilogy.
That's ridiculous.
That's all you really need to know. Real DK says he'll pay for more Bane. That's what I'm talking about. Thanks for the chat, buddy. That is what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Why don't you let the folks at home know what the answer is there, Perri?
All right. Aaron Rodgers has been quoted saying his favorite movie is The Princess Bride. He can actually quote the whole movie, I think.
Yes, he can. As you wish, no doubt.
My name is Inigo Montoya.
You killed my father.
Prepare to die.
Keep on using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means. Now we're gonna get shut down by YouTube. There you go. So who knew it, Walsh? Who knew the answer?
3 seconds. Yes.
Go. 3.4 seconds. Laying down the law. And how does that affect the final leaderboard, Walsh? Let's see it. Oh, Josh takes all 10 answers. Look at that. Well done. Bragging rights for 24 hours at least. Well done to you. Outstanding work. And Perri, outstanding work to you for coming up with questions. Well done.
Well, thank you.
You are welcome. That's a pretty outstanding group. Look at Dominic coming in at number 10, and he's strong as hell. Look at that. The whole right side of the leaderboard, they got 7 right. Those 3
people
questions
know their Packers facts.
out of 5, man. I tell you what, you got to come correct. Perri, thanks so much for joining me. We're gonna miss you tomorrow.
Sorry.
Enjoy Passover. Is that something we say? Is that the correct terminology? I'm not sure. Can you enjoy a Passover? All right.
Yes.
So enjoy Passover. Well, I don't know. You know, all these religions, and I don't know. But so enjoy Passover, and we'll see you when you return.
Yes, and everyone out there, enjoy Maggie Loney because it's going to be very fun.
It'll be great. It'll be awesome. Thanks so much, everybody. For Perri, I'm Aaron. CheeseheadTV. Hit like, hit subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow with more trivia. Go Pack Go.
Go Pack Go.